Hello everyone, what is up? Voodoo51292 here today, making a video that honestly it's not a video that I planned on making at all. I sort of am doing it a little bit off the cuff today, but I haven't uploaded any gameplay content this week, and I wanted to sort of make a video for you guys. Um, a sort of important video where I'm going to be asking for your help in a big way. Um, Before we really get into the video, I do want to say that there's probably going to be jump cuts and such in this video. For one, I know this is going to be more than a 30-minute video, and so I'm going to have to restart my camera. And I'm also home by myself right now, and when that happens and my dogs are out, they have a tendency to go nuts and start barking at anything and everything that moves. And so I might have to go tell them to shut up if it gets too bad during this video, but we'll edit it and make it look nice. So just forewarning as far as that goes. In this video, I'm going to be asking for help and for feedback from you, my viewing public. Alright? I feel that the time has come for me to start doing some things differently on YouTube. I've made videos like this in the past, and I've said, yeah, I'm going to change this, I'm going to do more of this, and blah blah blah, and then it doesn't really work out that way, and I fall back into my same old patterns. Well, this is different. This is a video that I legitimately do want to start doing some things differently here on my YouTube channel, because after doing this for, what's it been now, 3.5 years, I'm feeling like we're running into a rut of monotony and we're not really progressing any. And I'm not enjoying doing what I'm doing now as much as I used to in the past, and I want to sort of do more things that cater to what my audience enjoys, is really what it boils down to. I want to start figuring out from you guys the things that you really like about my YouTube channel, the things that that you think separate me from other people on YouTube, the reason that you subscribe to me. And I'm not talking about DSP rant videos. If you only subscribe to me for DSP rant videos, then this video particularly doesn't really suit you, because I'm targeting more of the people who watch my everyday content. Those DSP videos were a one-off thing here and there that I did that garnered lots of attention, but it's not any way indicative of what this channel is or what it's about. Alright, so if that's the only reason you're here and the only reason you're subscribed, you know, this video really isn't targeted toward you. So, you know, one thing that I have to sort of make clear before we get started on all this. For basically as long as I've been doing my channel here on YouTube, any content that I do, or any changes that I've ever made to my content, or things, or how I run my channel, has always basically been solely based off of me. And what I mean by that is, everything I do, I base it off of what I think is best for the channel. What content I think people will enjoy seeing. You know, games that I think people would enjoy watching me play. And it's been like that for forever, because I never receive... Sorry, it's my phone going off with an update on, I don't know, something, fantasy football or whatever. But I never receive comments or feedback ever on my content. It just doesn't happen. And that's very frustrating to me. I'm very frustrated by that, because for years I've been trying to figure out why it is that, whether positive or negative, people just don't leave me feedback. Alright? I put up certain things on YouTube, they get views, people watch them, I get ratings every now and then, but I never get comments from people. It just doesn't happen. And I have made plenty of videos in the past on my career here asking for more involvement from the viewers, for more feedback, for more comments. it just doesn't happen. And I can't figure out why, because there's tons of other people on the internet who do what I'm doing. They have less subscribers, they have less views, and yet their videos are filled up with comments. I have more videos, I do more things, I'm more well-rounded than a lot of YouTubers. I have plenty of videos, and my comment sections are barren. No one leaves comments. And so I never have really an idea what my public is thinking. I never have awareness. Actually, that vibration was really annoying. I'm going to go ahead and just turn this on complete silent so that we don't have that interrupting us again. But I never really have a grasp on the people who are watching my channel, if they're enjoying what I'm doing or not. And that's very frustrating for me, because for me, or for anyone really, it's impossible for you to ever improve if you don't receive any sort of criticism. It's impossible. Because to me, or to anyone else who's doing something creatively or content-wise, to them, and to me more specifically, to me, I'm trying the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm doing things that I think are entertaining to people. And so it's hard to be self-critical, to look at yourself and look at your content, your own content, and try to modify it when you don't know or have any perspective on what the people who are actually watching your stuff feel about it. So I never, and I'm not exaggerating, I never receive comments in either direction. So I never receive a comment that says, you know, man, I really enjoyed this particular video that you did. I'd like to see more of it. Or, I'm really looking forward to seeing your playthrough of this particular game. I'm glad that you're playing it. Conversely, I never get comments that are, you know, this game is really not interesting to me. I'm really not enjoying this playthrough. Maybe you could try playing a different game. Or, I didn't really enjoy the way that you handled this particular set of videos. Maybe you could try to do this to improve. I never get any of that. It's just, I don't know what's going on in my audience. So I have to try to do everything in my own head and try to figure it out for myself what people would enjoy. And I don't know if I'm ever going in the right direction because people don't let me know these things. And so for as long as I can remember, I don't really know which particular things I do on YouTube more people enjoy. So I do all kinds of things, right? I do the playthroughs. I do the reviews. I do the Voodoo's Thoughts on occasions. I do, you know, we had the podcast, Brandon and I, with Voodoo's Brew. We did that. I do, you know, solo videos reacting to certain things, press conferences or news or whatever. And since I've never really known what people like more than anything else, I have always tried to basically do an equal amount of everything. You know? Just put out an equal amount of everything, and then people will watch what they want to watch. But I want to skew my content toward those things that people enjoy doing. Because you have to understand, it's all about time. And I have a very limited amount now of time to work on my YouTube channel. And all the time that I'm putting into one particular thing is time that I can't put into something else. And for me, I want to put my time and focus it on the things that, number one, I'm good at, and number two, that people want to see on YouTube. Because I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting your time if I'm putting time and effort into something that no one cares about, or that is just not very good content. It's not doing anyone any good. So basically, what I'm asking in this video is for people to honestly let me know, what parts of my channel do you really enjoy? What particular things do I do on this channel would you like to see me put more time into? Because, you know, I'll tell you, if people really enjoy, for instance, the game reviews more than the playthroughs, then what I can do is I can put less time into actually doing full playthroughs of games. I could, And this is the way I'm leaning right now. So again, if I had to make this determination about where I want to go from here on my own, this is what I would do. I would cut back on doing full playthroughs of all these games. I would put more time and effort into the reviews of the games, into my vlogs and stuff like that. I could take more time out and do some rudimentary editing. I could put a little bit more polish, some more production value on what it is that I'm doing. I could take my time and actually draw outlines for videos that I'm doing, vlog videos, Voodoo's Thoughts, game reviews especially, because I do have a huge tendency to ramble and to make videos insanely long, just because I start talking about all kinds of different things and I don't stay on point. And with game reviews, I do them, I don't have notes in front of me or anything. I don't have an outline that I made of, man, I want to hit this bullet point, and this bullet point, and then I want to finish it with this point. I never have any of those because I just don't have the time to sit there and do all that. And as I mentioned, there goes my dog. You know, so it's difficult to sit there and use the small time that I have, because there's always games to play. That's the thing. There's always something for me to do a playthrough of. And so anytime I have free time, the only thing I'm thinking about is playing a game to get it done, right? And you have to understand, I've mentioned this many times in the past, that you know, I can get through games so much quicker playing them off camera, just on my own when I have spare time, than I ever can doing a playthrough of it. It takes me significantly longer to get through a game because of the process, the setup, the time that needs to occur in order, the perfect situation that needs to occur, where I'm going to have time where I'm going to be completely uninterrupted and all this other kind of stuff, and I'm awake enough to put the effort into the commentary and setting up for the stream and doing all that. It takes me significantly longer to get through a game that I have to record than it does a game that I can just sit down and relax and play through. And I actually play games more thoroughly and explore more parts of a game when I can just do it on my own, because again, it's just relaxing environment. I can do it as I please. There's no structure that's there. I don't have to worry about trying to move the game along, you know, not taking so much time to explore or search or do side missions, because in my head I'm like, well, people don't want to see this on a playthrough, so I need to sort of, you know, you don't have to go through all that process when you're just chilling playing a game for the fun of it. And so if I did that, I could play more games, therefore get more reviews out, and I could use the time that I would be using to do a playthrough of the game and that energy towards actually making a good review, to drawing up an outline of my review, alright? To take notes, to make bullet points, and then go over that outline and have it in my head, so that when I do a review, it doesn't turn into a 40-minute review because I'm rambling about this or that, or I take way too long on this particular part of a video, and I don't stay on point, you know? I could actually do that. I could make outlines and make it interesting. I could add production value to them. Remember, for a little run there of a few Voodoo's verdicts, what I would do is add a splash screen. I'd create a splash screen and then play some of the intro music to the game and put icons and stuff in the corners, and I could go back to doing that and maybe do a little bit more. I could add energy and excitement to my reviews. I could try to be a little bit more engaging when I do my reviews, you know? Try to add some jokes, try to make them more entertaining. So I could skew my content like that if people were to say, hey, we really enjoy the reviews more than the actual gameplay. If people, and I'll be honest with you, if people who, you know, I recognize that a lot of you probably weren't here when Voodoo's Brew was a big deal, but for those who know what Voodoo's Brew was and enjoyed it, if you said, man, we really enjoy Voodoo's Brew, that was a really neat show that Brandon and you did, and we would like to see it return, I'm telling you right now, I can make that happen. I can have a conversation with Brandon, and of course I don't want to speak for him, but I don't think it's going to be any issue at all for us to bring the show back. We could do it. It's not that hard. It's only maybe an hour to an hour and a half once a week or once every 2 weeks, whatever we decide to do the show. And now with my new computer setup and recording software and all that, it would be better than ever, all right, through OBS, because we'd be able to actually have a nice background. We'd be able to have each of our face cams through the whole show. We would be able to bring up pictures and articles on the fly to show you guys. So for the actual, it would be more than just basically a radio broadcast, because all the times previous, when there was a video of Voodoo's Brew on YouTube, it was just a static picture with the voice recording over it, or maybe there was a slideshow of pictures, but it really wasn't anything worth watching. But now with OBS, the show will be better than ever. Like I mentioned, with the face cams and bringing up stuff on the fly, articles and pictures to show you guys whenever we want. And, of course, we can stream the show on Twitch, which would be fantastic, because that kind of a show, that podcast show style, is perfect for streaming. Because if you have a set day for it and a set time when it is every week, then guess what? You know? People know when to come out to the stream. You know what I mean? People don't have to be checking Twitter at random points during the day to see when you're streaming. If you have a set schedule for the show, then everybody knows, hey, just total example here, but let's just say, oh, 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night is Voodoo's Brew. So if I like Voodoo's Brew, hey, every night at 8 p.m. Eastern, going over to Twitch, and Josh and Brandon are going to be doing Voodoo's Brew. We can bring the show back. It's not an issue. If you say you really like my Voodoo's Thoughts series, when I bring up certain issues or I talk about things in the community, usually gaming, but not always, but usually gaming, I get up and make a video about my thoughts on a particular controversial thing going on in gaming, or something that pisses me off, or Rant Time, which is sort of, I guess, a parallel to Voodoo's Thoughts, which is just when something really pisses me off and I have to get up and talk about it and just rant and rave. If you like those style videos, I can make more. I can keep my eyes open and search the internet for stories and keep up to date with things that are going on in the gaming world, or even outside of it. You know, there's plenty of things outside of gaming that I could rant on, believe me. So, you know, I can always have my feelers out looking for stories or looking for different issues that interest me that I can make those videos on. So again, it's totally, I can make my channel to be whatever I want it to be, alright? But it's going to require you guys to let me know. Like I said, if you guys don't let me know anything, there's nothing I can do then at that point. There's nothing I can do to try to make my channel more entertaining. I can't. Because I have no clue what it is people want to see. What I think in my head right now that people enjoy more on my channel than anything is the vlog videos. All the different types of vlog videos that I do. Or Voodoo's Brew, the podcast, whatever. And to my thinking, that's what I think most people enjoy more so than the gameplay. And the gameplay takes up so much damn time that is completely wasted well, wasted's not the right word, but it's totally used up. Therefore, not having that energy or time to devote into the other aspects of my channel, you know, so it's taking up huge gobs of time that I don't have to use on other things. So for me, if I had to go completely on my own, what I think in my head, I'd say, cut back on the full game playthroughs, only play certain games on stream that you think, or on YouTube, that you think would be great candidates for games. Games that are not too difficult to get through, or shorter games, or games that, really big hyped games that are coming out that everyone wants to see. Co-op games are always great, because Brandon and I doing co-op games is always enjoyable to do playthroughs of, to put on YouTube. And games that I'm really excited for personally, games that I'm really looking forward to playing. A game like Bloodborne that comes out in February, I think is a game that I'm really looking forward to, and it's a game that I want actively to do a playthrough of. The games that have been coming out, like The Evil Within that I've started a playthrough of, I mean, I had no feeling on that game when it came out. Like, I was real hyped up about the game when it was first announced. But over time, it just dragged out, and then the game came out. I was like, oh, it comes out this week, you know, ho hum, okay, it's just the next thing on the docket to play. I wasn't excited about it. I wouldn't say The Evil Within was a huge AAA thing that so many people were interested in. It definitely had some interest and some hype, but it wasn't like a game that everyone was like, man, I need to see this, you know. And so it doesn't really make for a great playthrough. It's not even my favorite, it's not even really my cup of tea in terms of gameplay, but I could play the game off camera, get through it way quicker, and do a review for you guys, and put it out at a decent time so you guys know whether or not I like the game and what, you know, all that kind of stuff, and the review could have bullet points and outlines and be concise and make sense, and I could add production value to it, you know, post-production, and make it look real good and upload it, and people would enjoy it. So that's what I'm asking for on this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what it is that you really enjoy about my channel and where you'd like to see my focus mainly be. You know, do you want to see me continue to do all these games on playthrough? Would you rather me spend more of that time working on the reviews or working on the Voodoo's thoughts, the rant times, that type of thing? Do you want to see Voodoo's Brew come back? And if you don't know, or you don't know anything about Voodoo's Brew, I have the playlist as one of the featured playlists on my main channel. Go down to the playlist, check out one of the videos, alright? You don't have to listen to the whole thing because they're long, but listen to a decent part of it. Start somewhere and just click somewhere in the middle of the video and then just listen to it. Preferably one of the more recent ones because we upgraded our equipment and our sound quality, because the first few episodes sound horrendous. So the last few episodes sound much better in terms of quality, and that would be more like what you'd get now. But just click somewhere in the middle and listen to parts of it, and see if it's something that you enjoy. If you guys want the show to come back, there's a good chance that'll happen. I can talk to Brandon, we can figure it out, alright? If I don't get any feedback at all on this video, then what I'm going to do from my own head is I'm going to start making those changes and gearing it more to the vlogs. Cutting back less on the games, still doing a playthrough every now and then, but more playing the games off the camera, focusing on the reviews, doing more of the rant time and Voodoo's Thoughts style videos, and putting more emphasis on that stuff. That's what I'm going to do if I hear nothing. But I'd rather you guys just tell me, you know, I'd rather you guys just let me know what it is that you enjoy most. Basically, think about it this way. When you receive an email or something, or there's a notification on YouTube that I've uploaded a new video, before you know what that video is, what are you hoping it is? Do you hope it's a new gameplay video? Or do you hope it's a vlog video? And if you hope it's a vlog video, what kind do you hope it is? Do you hope it's a game review? Do you hope it's a Voodoo's Thoughts? You know, what is it that you hope that that video is before you even click on the notification to find out? Because that'll give you a good indication of the kind of stuff that you enjoy. The question and answer series, which I haven't done in a while because I didn't receive any questions the last time I asked. Is that something you really enjoyed when I did? Would you want me to do more emphasis, more promotion of that series? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. If I hear nothing, there's nothing I can do about that. I tried. Alright? But I'm really hoping to hear back from you guys. I'm going to leave this video up for a few days without trying to upload too much stuff over it so that everyone sees it. And just take a little time to let me know what it is that you want to see me do more of. And from there, we can work together and I can put out more content to you guys that you would actually enjoy, and I can make it better for you. But I won't know what to do or anything like that unless you guys tell me. So please let me know. I'm excited. I want to take the channel in a new direction. I want to put emphasis on the things that are good and that people enjoy, and we can make it work and make the channel more enjoyable. Alright? So that's it, guys. I actually didn't go over my camera limit today. I didn't want to ramble too long. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope to hear from you guys. Let me know, and I'll get back to you and maybe make a follow-up video to this based on my feedback and let you know what I've collected and what my plans are. Alright? So thank you guys so much. I'm Voodoo. I hope to hear from you, and Let's make positive changes. All right? So thanks, and I will see you guys next time.